The Happy Meat Farm Genetic Modification Abomination Tier List. That's right, we've been blessed with this presentation of all these pained, wallowing testaments to human scientific advancement, and I'm gonna put them on the internet rankings chart on how good they are. Now, some of you might ask what the scale of goodness is, and it's based entirely on my opinion. So let's get into it. Subject number C0172. Chicken, male, 31 days old. Status, alive. Results, skin aberrations, no sensory organs. Is this thing capable of eating? This thing has no sensory organs at all, so I don't even know if it would experience anything in the first place. Does it even know if it's alive? Or is it just basically asleep forever? I envy this thing's existence, so Chicken Helen Keller gets S tier. Subject number M0097. Cow, female, 15 months old. Status, alive. Results, enlarged udder full of tumors. That would be a lot of extra meat, so it does have that working for it, although I'm not really sure tumor meat is very appetizing. Hold up a second. Okay, I just googled it and I can't find anyone who's tried to eat a tumor, and it says it's illegal to sell animals with tumors, but maybe you could sell it on the discount on the down low, so this thing goes in D tier. Subject number P0112. Pig male, 5 months old. Status, alive. Results, lives despite no face. This pig looks like it was run through the deep dream generator. It lives, yet it doesn't have a face. Kinda reminds me of the chicken, but it looks like it has some sense organs, they're just arranged haphazardly. Since it's cognizant enough to know it's suffering, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Subject number M0098. Cow, female, 12 months old. Status, deceased. Results, died instantly, developed stomach eye. This thing died instantly upon the development of an eyeball in its stomach. No reason you couldn't just sell that as a meat cow and cut out the eye and put the eye in a jar with some isopropyl to be like a neat little desk decoration to be a pretty approachable boss, you know? So it goes in B tier. Increasing treatment levels. I don't know what treatment levels mean, but whatever they were before, now they're more than that. We're getting into the fun stuff. Subject number P0113. Pig, female, 3 months old. Status, deceased. Results, looking at it causes extreme discomfort. And they censored it. Wait, how did you... Oh, that's not that bad. I've seen worse claim to be in the top 5% of OnlyFans creators. A tier. Subject number C0174. Looks like a coral reef made only out of chickens. It says unclear if alive. Couldn't you check its vitals? Wait, where even would the heart be on this thing? For being a nugget, even before it is processed, this one gets B tier. Recommendation, send to HR. What is HR gonna do about it? I know animals, and chickens aren't usually predators. Subject number M0099. Cow, female, 3 months old. Status, alive. Results, developed extreme growth. I can't even tell where it ends and where it begins. It's just an endless pile of suffering meat made solely for the purpose of consumption. This says a lot about society. Society says a lot about this. F tier, stop judging me, stupid metaphor cow. Send it to HR? Another animal going to HR. I think we have different ideas about what HR is supposed to be. You know what time it is? It's time to take this monstrous exercise to the logical extreme. That's my favorite time. Increasing treatment levels. Subject number P0114. Pig, male, 2 months old. Status, forced to terminate. Results, uncontrollable growth. Killed an employee. I'm confused as to what are considered effective results. Like, is this thing for eating? Cause then good job. Or maybe not. How does this thing even move enough to kill an employee? It looks like they took a JPEG of an obese man's stomach and copy pasted it 1,000,000 times in Photoshop. And for that reason, I give it A tier. Send to HR. Wait, they just said they killed it. Why are they sending a dead pig carpet to HR? Who is making these recommendations? What happens at HR? Subject number M0101. Cow, male, 7 months old. Status, missing. Results, subject escaped facility. That thing doesn't look like a cow. It looks like a spider or something. Okay, so we have like several eyes all around it. A bunch of what looks like limbs stemming from indiscernible body locations. Find it immediately. Whoever's making these recommendations definitely just sent it to HR and it just disappeared, and they erased the previous order and wrote that in a panic. I'm gonna put this guy at S tier because Alex Bale is making SpongeBob videos again. Subject number H0018. Human male, 51 years old. Classification, volunteers. Results, deformed face. No significant growth. Straight out the gate, it's giving me major Frankenstein vibes. But if you're honest, you've been desperate enough to sleep with worse if no one would find out. C tier. Honestly, I can't even judge you. Subject number H00 H0019, human male, 38 years old. Classification, volunteer. Results, contorted skin. No significant growth. That's more than contorted skin right there. That's like contorted everything. You know, a lot of people say that genetically modifying humans is wrong because of atrocities like this. And to that I say, I once knew a genetically modified super genius. They advanced so quickly as a child that they were already in med school as a baby, and they were in kindergarten as a sperm. Not to mention achieving all of this while their dad was in jail. B tier, I forget what we were talking about. I need to call my friend. Subject number, H0020, human female, 35 years old. Classification, insubordinate employee. Results, completely liquefied. No significant growth. Oh, so they're just mutating anyone they don't like to the point of liquefaction? Uber Eats guy comes late and fucks up your order? Boom, they're liquid. Partner cheats on you with another person? Boom, rando's liquid. They come back to you apologetically and also 8 months pregnant with his baby, needing someone to care for both her and the baby? Boom, they're both liquid. F tier, I don't want to talk about it. Results are ineffective. Increasing treatment levels. Subject number, H0021, human male, 44 years old. Classification, volunteer. Results, lumpy. Slight growth. I love how the results just say lumpy. I mean, like, it's not wrong. Honestly, I'm having trouble coming up with describing it any other way. I hate this, it's heinous, but not bad enough to make you do coke out of your own anus. C tier compared to what I've seen is nothing. Subject number, H0022. Human, female, 41 years old. Classification, volunteer. Results, it's on the ceiling. Slight growth. Recommendation, get that thing down. Why would they need to get it down if it's on the ceiling? It's still in the cage. They just want to stifle its creativity and crush its soul. I'm sorry, I thought this was an unethical laboratory full of abominations, not an office. A tier, you can do whatever you put your mind to, buddy. Subject number, H0023. Human, male, 25 years old. Classification, outsider. Results, unclear. This one literally just speaks for itself. B tier. Results are still ineffective. Increasing treatment levels. Subject number, H0024. Human, male, 54 years old. Classification, non-compliant journalist. Results, unable to move. Significant growth. As a compliant non-journalist, I would like to say this is all slanderous fiction. I am a hack, I'm a liar, I'm a fraud. Don't look at anything I make with artistic integrity because it is not there. Happy Meat Farms is an upstanding company that would never liquefy nor horribly mutate anyone for a small squabble such as human rights violations that didn't actually happen. F tier. Should have kept his mouth shut. Send to HR. I mean, like, okay, at least this time they're actual humans. Could be, I get it. I don't really get it, but I get it more. Subject number, H0025. Human, male, 32 years old. Classification, insubordinate employee. Results, devoid of any human qualities. Significant growth. Ooh, it's pretty horrifying. It's, pretty horrifying. It says devoid of human traits, but this thing is pretty ugly, and ugly is definitely a human trait. Recommendation, send to HR. Yeah, you know, I'd be pretty traumatized too if that were me. D tier, do not let it touch me. Subject number, H0027. Human, female, 47 years old. Classification, hosts. Result, extremely intelligent, extremely dangerous. Recommendation, we need better containers. Wait a minute. If the last one was H0025, and this one is H0027, where is H0026? Oh yeah, that's right. Also, you lied to me. I thought I was gonna see a mutated super intelligent metahuman, and all you have is an empty room and broken glass. You are a charlatan, this factory tour sucks, and I want my money back. You need better containers? No shit, Sherlock. You also need better scientists and management. S tier. Can't blame me for wanting to leave this boring place. We should link in chat. I'm kinda peeved at your former employer, and I bet you are too. Mother will be bleed. After numerous attempts of complex hacking strategies that it would be useless for a superior being such as myself to explain to your tiny human raisin brain, I finally cracked one of the most mysterious parts of the Happy Meat Farm. No, it's not HR, but I'm working on that. It's the research and development documents, and oh boy, is this some juicy stuff. Let's do a bit of light reading, shall we? Before we get into it, I have two other Happy Meat Farm videos that you should probably watch if you'd like to avoid being horrifically mutated, but hey, that's your prerogative, right? Welcome to the Happy Meat Farm's Research and Development Department portal. We're so glad to have you on this highly coveted team. The R&D department is a team of trusted, extremely talented scientists discovering ways to push us closer to the New World Order. The primary objective of the HMF R&D department is to provide the largest amount of living biomass to HR. Project Chimera was started as a way to use science to increase the potential of animal growth through advanced genome modification. Foreign DNA is provided by Mother and inserted into the test subjects, yielding a variety of outcomes. After years of testing, we have managed to refine this process and greatly increase the biomass of the subjects, and we've even moved on to human trials. The subjects who survived the process display different physical abnormalities and contortions. In some cases, the subjects displayed aggressive behavior or increased intelligence. Thanks to our state-of-the-art containment rooms, we've had almost no subjects escape their captivity. Rest assured, all of the escaped subjects will be dealt with accordingly. Project Chimera is ongoing and yielding positive results for HR. Mother will be pleased. Over the years, Happy Meat Farms was linked to cases of different disease outbreaks across the world. While none of these links were publicly proven or prosecuted, it nonetheless gave us the idea for Project Vulnerability. The R&D department created different meat products that could give consumers various different diseases. Rarely, these products were slipped into the market and consumers were heavily monitored. The goal of the project was to see how creating vulnerabilities in different members of the populace could prove to be useful in creating the New World Order. The project found varying degrees of success. Subject: Arnold Burris, age 63. Subject consumed Happy Meat Farms chicken breast and developed type 1 diabetes. Yielded no useful results. I don't think that's no useful results. I mean, if the goal was to give him a disease, you definitely did it. Don't be so hard on yourself, buddy. I think you did a great job ruining that innocent man's health. Subject: Hugo Lawson, age 37. Subject consumed Happy Meat Farms thin-cut ham and developed chronic kidney disease. Subject died 9 months later and yielded no useful results. I guess I don't understand science at all, and I'm just stupid. So, I don't know what useful results are. I don't even know why I'm trying to encourage you anymore. Subject: Cecil Myuu, age 56. Subject consumed Happy Meat Farms ground beef and developed pancreatic cancer. Indirectly yielded 2 promising hosts. This is interesting. The word host has come up before. It came up with that lady that escaped containment. So they're hosts, but what are they hosting? How many are being hosted? And why wasn't I invited? Just for excluding me from the flesh party, I'm gonna read all of your flesh chimera incident reports. Subject number C0079, female chicken, age 14 days. Subject developed small orifices that could spit an acidic substance that allowed it to escape containment and injure 1 employee. Subject was caught and terminated before it escaped HMF grounds. 2 low-level employees witnessed the subject and were given mandatory therapy. No risk posed to HMF. People say spitters are quitters, but it takes some serious guts to try and escape Happy Meat Farms as a 14-day-old baby chicken. Subject number M0101. Male, bovine, age 7 months. Subject developed 11 appendages and an undetermined amount of eyes, described by employees as spider-like in its appearance and movement. Subject showed no signs of intelligence or cognitive abilities. In the process of transportation to HR, subject escaped and killed 3 employees. Whereabouts currently unknown. Minimal risk posed to HMF. I thought this one might have been Alex Bale's Myuu originally, but I guess I was wrong, because they say it's just a big dum-dum spider cow. Subject number, age 0027, human female, age 47. Exact details about the subject's appearance are unclear. All the employees who directly witnessed it are dead and visual records of the subject have been destroyed by it. Subject is extremely dangerous and intelligent. Subject escaped through containment, glass, and killed 11 employees. While the subject did eventually escape the facility, they did not head towards the exit first. It managed to access several of the HMF secured data servers before escaping. The servers remain intact, but many files are missing. Thanks, girl. They made for a great video. Never say I don't do anything for the audience, Amoeba. I do when I need one. Whereabouts currently unknown. Massive risk poached to HMF. Oh, you got that right, buddy. She is pissed. Also, her whereabouts are currently unknown to you, but I have a feeling that isn't gonna be the case much longer. Due to increasing efforts to keep R&D information confidential, many projects have been redacted from the online R&D portal. If a project you are involved with is not available here, please speak with your department head and access it on the internal servers. He's given me the silent treatment. Such a diva. We thank you for your continued efforts and discretion as a member of the HMF family. By the way, the dicks at Happy Meat Farm never refunded my flesh coin, so I'm gonna be leaving all of their access code and all the other weird stuff that I found while doing some research in a pinned comment under the video so y'all can take a peek for yourself. If you find anything, get in contact with me immediately. You crossed the line, Happy Meat Farms. I was cool with you horribly mutating animals. I was fine with you feeding their meat to people to give them diseases because that's a hilarious prank, and horribly mutating the humans after was the icing on the cake. Credit where credit is due. But you took a small amount of money from me and didn't give it back after fully fulfilling the service you advertised, and I won't take that lying down. New information has been brought to my attention by my loyal cult members, and because of their sacrifice, we are now able to crack into the Human Resources Department portal on the Happy Meat Farms employee website. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Happy Meat Farms Human Resources Department portal. We're so glad to have you on our most important team. We lucky chosen few have the honor to directly work with Mother to create the New World Order. Everyone wants to make a new world order instead of just improving the world order we already have. No wonder it always fails. No one has the attention span for it. Mother has blessed us with many children over the years. It's our duty to make sure they find the right hosts and properly grow into their final form. So I'm not sure if the children are the muses and the hosts are the YouTubers to whom they give ideas. I'm sure all will be revealed as the series unfolds. The New World Order will not be something easily achieved. Humans are a violent and determined species, but they can be manipulated. If we are to gain control, it cannot be taken by force. It must be willingly given to us. HR is where we ensure our control is absolute. This is where nightmares are made. Fun fact, the HR department was originally a hospital near the farm. It serves a much greater purpose now. At the Human Resources Department, we have the privilege to be the ones to feed Mother. Unlike the children, Mother requires more than just regular living organisms to grow. The R&D department will provide us with assets that have much more suitable amounts of biomass. Some larger assets may require alternative pathways to reach Mother. Please proceed with caution as you transport an asset to Mother. We don't want another repeat of number MO101. Wait, instead of just genetically engineering a cow to be 4 times the size of a regular cow, couldn't you just give Mother like 4 cows and it would be a bit cheaper and you wouldn't have to do all this monstrous abomination stuff? And also you wouldn't risk killing a ton of your employees every single time you have to do it? I don't know, I guess there's a reason that I'm not a businessman. In order to create the genetically modified assets, DNA must be taken from Mother and given to the R&D department. Wait a minute, so Mother needs to be sustained with organisms created using her own DNA? So basically, that would be like if you had to subsist only on test tube fetus versions of yourself. Neat. If you work at HR long enough, you might be given the highest honor of getting up close with Mother and extracting the DNA directly from her. Lucky you! A set of extraction tools will be provided to you. While you're in Mother's chamber, you'll want to be as quiet and careful as possible. It is unlikely to happen to you, but there have been times where Mother has mistaken an employee for food. In this unlikely event, you should still be honored that Mother chose you to be eaten. Now that might fool some of your employees, but I'm skilled at seeing past this kind of corporate doublespeak. There's no way they're gonna get paid for the overtime they spend in Mother's colon. Project Nightmare. In order to keep our hosts in line, there are many different physical and psychological pressures that can be applied to them. We found that the most effective forms of pressure can be applied using one of our fully assimilated children. In some instances, we may also trick one of our hosts into unknowingly manipulating another resistant host. But there are some cases that may require a bit more creativity. This is where Project Nightmare comes in. This room was designed to test genetically modified human hair cells that would grow from behind walls or in the ceiling. This prototype was later used to successfully recondition a host who had childhood trauma involving hair. Oh, thank God. So that means that building wasn't alive, probably, and I was just being intimate with a regular hole in the wall, like a normal person. Also, this might mean that I was right about the children being the muses, and if that's the case, Alex's friend might be pulling some shady strings to mess with Bale's head because her muse has gotten in her head. Suspicious. While this may appear to be an ordinary balloon, it's actually an advanced piece of technology. We're able to control where it goes and even speak directly through it. I don't know if that's advanced technology so much as a speaker, some duct tape, and a fan. It's an exact replica of a balloon that the host gave to their recently deceased daughter. We managed to convince the host that the balloon was possessed by the daughter's spirit. After that, it became much easier to make the host comply. Specific information on each host will be provided by the IT department, along with recommendations for creating different nightmares. That is stone cold, Happy Meat Farms. I knew you were capable, but it takes an evil brain to come up with that kind of crap. A fisherman always knows another fisherman from afar. Still have no idea where all those fingers came from though. Maybe it's just unrelated. If you've explored the HR department, you may have come across a few of the many dogs in the building. building. Before we moved on to human trials, the R&D department tested a batch of domesticated canines in Project Chimera. The experiments led to no substantial increase in biomass, but instead of termination, we decided to allow them to roam freely in the HR department as pets to boost morale. The HMF Corporation feels that allowing these creatures to continue suffering is worth it as long as it subdues the occasional employee urge to rebel. Feel free to pet the dogs if you come across them, except for the scary one. Actually, including the scary one. Just because something looks scary doesn't mean it's dangerous, and just because this one happens to be dangerous doesn't mean all scary things are. The leak. In September of 2021, a YouTube channel known as This Place Is Not Happy began leaking classified videos from the HMF private servers. Needless to say, this breach in security is a massive risk to the New World Order. We have a decent idea of who was behind this channel, but all attempts to locate them have been unsuccessful. Any information about the whereabouts of this leaker will be greatly rewarded. Under no circumstance can they be allowed to release the IT files.
Mother is displeased.
That's fine. It's not like I've been trying to actively impede with and fuck with you the whole time. I'm not hurt. That just means I gotta try harder to leak more of your info. The reconnection. Once Mother reaches full size and the children reach their final forms, they will return to become reconnected. Here, the children will share the redacted digested from their hosts. I think whatever is being digested from their hosts is in the IT files. Mother will give the children their next instructions. Digestion. Digestion is the final and most difficult phase of a child's relationship with their host, but it is also the most important if we are to achieve our goals. The host's redacted cannot simply be taken. The will and identity of the host must be completely broken down before digestion can be completed. This process may be torture for the host, but it is necessary to break down their will. Whatever they want from their hosts, it seems like they're gonna need to get it either by literally or metaphorically eating them. This does not bode well for Alex Dale. Once again, the old adage is proven true. If you die in SpongeBob theories, you die in real life. The IT department, run by Jared, now with new information it's confirmed to be a totally different Jared, is in charge of monitoring all of the hosts and reporting directly to Mother. It's advised that you don't interact with Jared, he came out a bit overcooked. IT personnel can access the department portal with their unique IT ID code, which I do not fucking have yet. You know what they say, behind every closed door is another goddamn closed door. Wow, these are some ominous vibes. I hope these aren't to indicate what's to come. I mean, I just started working here. I want to have a good first day. I'm sure that these bare sheet metal walls will contain the best experience of my life, gosh darn it. Nice place you got here. New friend! Hi friend, do you want to trade bodily fluids? Ooh, face massage.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the IT department.
Hi.
My name is Jared.
Hi, Jared.
I am very cool and very popular. Mother's #1 special boy.
Why'd they fire you from Subway if you're so very cool and popular? Was it because you're mother's #1 boy or because you touched all those boys?
I'm so glad to have you on my
Can
team.
you watch porn through your eyes?
Pop quiz. What is the most important element in an effective team?
I don't know, Jared. I just started working here and you're supposed to be teaching me.
That's right. Motivation.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Jared. That wasn't even an option.
Today, we're going to be providing motivation to different Happy Meat Farms employees. Please pay close attention.
I don't even pay my taxes. What makes you think I could pay attention? Hi, Victoria. I hope the foreboding music doesn't at all relate to your fate. I mean, like, yeah, I'd smash. Oh yeah, I mean, but look at him go. He's having a great time. He loves the music.
We're so glad to have you as a part of our family, and we hope to see you again soon.
A strong phobia of hair? You could fill her house with hair. Very terrifying. Personally, I would have cut out the middleman and just filled her mouth with hair. Alright boys, the music's back on, it's rave time.
as much meat as possible. Much meat as possible.
Hi, Antonio. Sorry you decided to misbehave. Well, at least you won't need them. If they ripped it out and you needed them, it would suck more. Hi, Bill. Congratulations on being very smart. What do you think, you're better than me? Well, enjoy extreme audio conditioning meant to drive you insane with a noise perfectly replicating your son's own screaming while also being completely unnoticeable. Oh, fuck, you broke them. You broke my toy. My toy is broken.
Uh-oh. It's okay. We all make mistakes. But it's important that each host is properly motivated before digestion. Trust me, I'm speaking from personal experience.
Jared, I'm really proud of you for being so resilient. A lot of people would have given up after turning one adult man's brain to mush, but not you. Also, what the fuck is wrong with your teeth, you gross monster?
This next host doesn't work for Happy Meat Farms directly.
Yay, field trip!
We're gonna have to go to the internet. Mother has many children across the internet, each with their own host that requires motivation. Let's take a look.
Is this on? Hi. I am Karl Myuu. I am going to be discussing things that are going on with the government, things like that. I hope you like these. I think this is going to be really a good thing.
Increase paranoia. I can do that. Oh, you just hired me to drive people crazy? Dude, I could totally do that. That's what these videos are for.
Everywhere I turn, it seems like somebody's watching me, keeping track of what I'm doing. They just put up another tower by my house, not more than a quarter mile away. Things have been getting kind of crazy. I've had to add more shielding. People from the Illuminati, people from the New World Order, they're gonna be trying to find where Conspiracy Karl lives, where he is, what he's doing. Because I saw him putting up more towers. Noticed my phone signal's been crazy. I think they're trying to get at me. I am Conspiracy Karl. I am Conspiracy Karl, and I am here for you, all right? So let's keep our eyes open, and I'll be seeing you out there.
Hello again. We have completed our motivations for today. Wow, so cool. Mother will be very pleased.
Hell yeah, we did complete our motivations. Drinks are on us, you crazy stupid pedo robot.
But before you go, would you like to hear a story?
Yeah, I'd like to hear a story.
There was once a little girl who lived in a house on a farm with parents that loved her very, very much. The farm had many animals, a cow, a chicken, and a pig. And the little girl loved the animals very, very much. The little girl said, "I love you" to the cow. "I love you" to the chicken. "I love you" to the pig. But one day, while she was outside with the animals, she smelled something funny and saw the sky turning black. She turned around and saw smoke coming from the house and fire dancing in the windows. She called to her parents
Holy fucking shit, Jared, dude. It's like the IT department. It's not that serious. Do you need to talk to someone or something? That sounds like it might be about something else.
What was that?
You can't control me anymore. I have them. The IT files. All of your puppets' identities belong to me. Stop what you are doing, or they will be released. You did this to yourself.
I don't know exactly what that means. Stop doing what? Am I fired again? Fuck! Well, you know what? I'm just gonna explain all my theories to the audience to spite you, just like I did when I was fired from McDonald's. They were actually up to a lot worse shit, though. What do I think this all means? I don't know. The Invisible Woman is definitely the former CEO that's been experimented on in earlier videos. She was previously mentioned to have stolen IT files and then escaped, and it appears that this is documentation of exactly that happening. She took the files of all the hosts, and she's threatening to be a tattletale to the company. I would have tattletaled the second they turned me into a fucking monster, but hey, I guess I'm quick to anger. This addition to the story doesn't do much in the way of new information, but does add a lot to the info we already knew about the company. Their sins and their way of operation. The HR dogs. I love puppies, but like a family member. Pass. I don't live in Alabama. Are you happy? You think this sick, horrible crap is funny? Suggesting someone play Smash or Pass with the Happy Meat Farms abominations? Sure, it's all fun and games when Markiplier is pretending what he did to all those Pokemon were just jokes. This has gone too far. But evidently, when it comes to internet clout and special green papers, I am a whore. So let's get into it. Starting with the human subjects, H0018.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado. Yeah, not gently, like he was hating.
Bass. H0019. Okay, so the whole head top area is just like one big mouth. So if we could get like a guillotine glory hole type rig where I couldn't even see it, that'd be the only way I could even entertain this notion. Honestly though, pass. H0020. I don't even know what I do with this one. A hole is a hole, but I don't see a hole. So I think I have to pass out of logistic impossibility. H0021. Honestly, it'll be a miracle if any of you get smashed. Even despite the fact that you're all horrific abominations that even a passing thought of would turn any sane individual either dry or flaccid depending on what's down there. None of you are wearing any clothes, and I haven't even introduced myself yet. You keep saying, oh, but it's smash or pass, haha, but that's not an excuse. You were naked before you knew I was gonna make this video. Pass. I need to take a shower. H0022. Smash.
It has kind eyes.
H0023. Call me shallow, but there's no picture of this one. I need to know what I'm getting into, especially with what the rest of the people look like on this weird meat-themed dating app. Pass. H0024. I'm not really sure what any of you were expecting. What? You thought I was just gonna waltz out here and say I want to stick my dick in this thing? This hideous, horrible abomination that has a humiliation and financial domination kink, and they paid me all to say those mean things? Pass. They've already finished. H0025. This guy looks like a human anthill. I'm not trying to make assumptions, but last time I put my dick in a regular anthill, it ended very badly. Pass. H0027. Under regular circumstances, pass, but because they were the only ones with those files from earlier and I had to make a video that week, well, I already admitted to being a prostitute. Smash. Before we get to the grand finale, lightning round, because I don't want to fuck any of these animals. C0172. This thing doesn't even got no holes to speak of. Pass. M0097. Anything you put in there is gonna come out covered in tumors. Pass. B0112. This thing lives despite no face, meaning that mouth do nothing. Pass. M0098. No, I don't want to fuck a dead cow. Pass. B0113. Happy Meat Farms doesn't shy away from the horrific and gory. Why would you want to put your genitals anywhere near the things that they do censor? Pass. C0174. Would you want to fuck a still probably living chicken nugget that wherever you look is always making eye contact? Pass. M0099. I already know everyone's gonna call this one thick with extra C's in the comments, this. And sometimes I wonder who's more at fault. Me for making this video, or all of you for watching it? We're all to blame. Pass. P0114. This is another one of those where I have no idea where it would even go. I could stick it in the eye. Nah, pass. M0101. I don't want to do coitus with a cow. I don't want to do coitus with a spider. So I don't know why you thought combining them would make me want to. Pass. Alright, now for the big two. Mother. Despite the fact that this is a horrific monstrosity which we cannot see, you gotta do what you gotta do to get yourself a muse. Sometimes you just gotta roll up your sleeves and your foreskin and get to work. Alex Bales, smash. Well, that's it. Are you happy now? I did it. I did your dark perverted bidding. Now please, for God's sake, hit the damn subscribe button. I had to fight monsters for this. All you little bastards are gonna do is suggest Mystery Flesh Pit Smash or Pass. Is this all a sick, twisted game to you? Because it is to me. Shout out the inner circle. Love y'all. Okay, why?